Hey, it's your man Roger D, and I've got a comparison video for you. And you know what the comparison video is? It's going to be about the Jabra Elite 85Hs, the Sennheiser PXC 550s, and the PXC 552s. And basically, it's a comparison video about all the noise cancellation and how it sounds. Does it sound great? And the apps, how do they work? And does it actually work? And the price points are really expensive. Is it really worth making that jump? Because technically it's about the Sennheiser PXC 552s, but we just added the other ones in there, and I've got the old ones which I've been using for a year. So you can hear my thoughts, and I'll let you know whether it's worth making a change or going to Jabra or staying with Sennheiser. We're going to find out right now. Let's start off with the PXC 552s. Now, it's got like this case, but the case that I would prefer for the price point of these would be like a hard shell, a bit more nice design and stuff like that, but you get kind of a soft cushioned case. And basically, you can only put your headphones in one direction. So if I open it up like so, you've got the cables and everything inside, and your flight adapter, and also your charging cable, because it's obviously a wireless. As you can see, it's a diagram, and it shows you how to place these headphones back into the case, and then you're on your way to your travels. Now, these are the Sennheiser PXC 551s, which you obviously know the trim silver and everything like that. It's silver there and silver there and silver trim. And then you've got the Sennheiser PXC 552s. Now you've got black trim, and it's just obviously black. Nothing real different. Still exactly the same ear cups, same sound signature, same near enough app that goes with it. Other than the 552s have Alexa built in. So that means, also 5.0, Bluetooth 5.0, and these have got Bluetooth 4.2. So having Bluetooth 5.0, you can use it with Alexa and ask it loads of millions of questions. And you know how Alexa works. It either works or it doesn't work, but it's built into here, and I have tested it out. I've tested out the sound. I've gone through vigorous testing on both of these headphones. Now, the ones I've had for over a year and a half or 2 years and a bit, and these are fully broken in, so I use them for video editing. And then the twos, I've basically listened to for 2 days, and I've burnt them in and all that sort of stuff, but I don't think they really needed any burning in, because they still sound exactly the same straight out of the box. But talk about straight out of the box, well, it sounds quite flat until you get the app. And when you get the app, you can make this thump, and you can make it sound really nice and clean, and you can take up the bass if you're not really a bass head, and then you can increase the volume so it's really nice highs and really nice drums. And yeah, these sound like speakers basically, just like bookshelf speakers, like connected to your head. That's what they sound like. They don't sound like normal everyday headphones. Noise cancellation is not too bad. They are quite decent. They sound just like this. So this is why I use this for video editing. This is why I use them for video editing, because you can conceal or get yourself away from the noise out there. And then these do exactly the same. So there's nothing really different. The only thing that's different is Amazon Alexa and the 5.0, and slightly something different for the app. So you've got the adaptive noise cancellation, where you can go from 0 to 100, and you can kind of just press on the actual line which is on the app, and it basically lets you hear through or not hear through depending on which way you're tapping. So if you tap backwards, obviously it's gonna not hear anything, and then tap to 100% and it lets 100% of volume or the outside world in. Now with this, it's just like a different version. The app is slightly different. So the app is exactly the same, so you can use loads of different devices by Sennheiser, and then it just like says, oh, your device is connected, and then it will have like different options for it. So that's as simple as it gets. So as this is a comparison review, we've got the Jabra Elite 85Hs in the background, and the reason why this is dropped in as a comparison is because it has Bluetooth 5.0, it has all the assistant, adaptive noise cancellation and noise cancellation. It really has everything that this has. It just looks slightly newer. It has quite a lot of colors that you can obviously get with it. I think it has about 5 different colors, and you've got, oh, yeah, anyway. So Sennheiser, a little bit old school when it comes down to this review, but the sound, if you want to keep it simple, you can keep it simple. The difference is that the Jabra Elite 85Hs are a little bit more modern, more like they prompt you in your ears without needing an app. It just prompts you. So you've got noise cancellation on, off, or hear through. It will tell you what it's saying inside your ears. It will also say that if you're in private mode, you're in commute mode, you're in a public area, it will say that and prompt that in your ears. You can also switch that off in the app without no problems. Now with the Sennheisers, it doesn't have any prompts or anything like that until you connect it to Alexa, which is really annoying. Even when you get the Jabra straight out of the box, and this is fresh out the box without the app, it's saying connect it to Alexa or Google Assistant, whatever, and you'll be able to start accessing more stuff and more features. And I was like, that's really quite cool. Now the Sennheisers don't have that. They're a bit more simplistic, and they're definitely a much more older looking headphone. I feel that Sennheiser on this occasion are a little bit backwards because they had a lot of other stuff. Sennheiser used to bring out headphones all the time, and it always used to be like, I want Sennheiser, or you wanted, I don't know, like Bang & Olufsen or Beats or something like that. Even though Beats are not as great sound grade as what these are, it was the fact that the design of it just matched. Like Jabras have got they've got the materials on there that match, and that's what I'm going to say about that. But so you can charge these for 3 hours and get basically 20 hours of listening play, which is with the ANC and all the codecs and all that sort of stuff that goes into these headphones. But compared to the Jabras, you get like 36 hours. That is a very big difference. Now, every time I've used with Sennheiser, you can update firmware and it can improve certain things, but it all depends on what music you listen to. If it's more bass heavy and stuff like that, and you listen to ANC and you keep pressing skip forward and going volume up and volume down and all that sort of stuff, then obviously the battery's going to deplete pretty quickly. But yeah, that's not too bad, 20 hours, but technically for travel, I don't know. When I listen to these, when I'm at work, it's like I have to charge them within the next 2 or 3 days. And especially if you leave them like this, it doesn't turn off, and that's the problem. So let's talk about like the codecs and obviously low latency. So it comes with AAC, which is going to be great for your Apple iPhone. So if you are an Apple user, do not bother getting these. Now these cost £177, these cost £300. The reason these cost £300 is because there's no latency when it uses Apple products, but you can use this with Android and any other device and it will just work, and it will be no latency, like free. Whereas with these only work really well with Android or Apple or Windows, and basically these don't have no problems with latency, only with Apple. So you could, if you've got an Apple phone, you go with this. If you don't, you go with that one and you save yourself some money. So 177, 300, and there's not a lot of difference. So we've got some features, and the feature we've got is called Smart Pause, and it pauses audio playback when you put and take off the headphones. So you put them on, it plays, and then you take them off and it stops. And this is what that means when it's ticked on. But as you all know with technology, it doesn't work like that, does it? So I'm going to play some music right now, which is on the net. So if I'm playing a video, so I'm playing Austin Evans. So I've got a video playing.
Now specifically what I have here is the all ANC version. However, you should definitely keep an eye on those prices. So I was able to pick this guy up for $570 and less than 600 bucks, there's a lot to like. What's not so hot though is that sometimes this laptop spikes up to around $700. At that kind of price, it's a little bit of a harder sell, so definitely be sure to keep an eye out for when the sales are. Take a look around the Nitro 5, and it absolutely looks the part of a much more expensive gaming laptop. You even have a backlit keyboard, which is a nice touch at the price. Now the bezels definitely are on the larger side, and the screen isn't anything.
As you can see, that does not work. So I'll turn these off and see if I get anything that works better on this one's.
Solid selection of ports.
Nothing's happening. I'll press play.
Ports, HDMI, there's even an SD card reader. Now at almost 6 pounds, this is certainly not a side. And yes, it is made entirely out of plastic, but honestly, it does feel reasonably sturdy. I really wouldn't worry about things like that. It's what the size is really interesting. Now there is a standard Core i5 and GTX 1050 version of this laptop.
Right.
What I have here.
As you can see, that does not work. So I'm going to get the Elite Jabras behind me. So now I've got the Jabra Elite 85Hs. Just going to get these out of the box. These should be still connected to the phone. Let me get rid of this advert.
Straight up not a combo that I've pretty much ever. Actually not bad. Sure, the Ryzen when you look at the graphics compared to the GTX, which is especially performance-wise, when you get into a game like Overwatch, it's really no problem. So right now on Mavic PXC, it's getting a very consistent 60 FPS. This makes sense, right? This is the kind of performance that you would expect out of something.
And there you have it. Now for the twos.
AMD graphics, it was included with that Ryzen processor as well as the Radeon graphics. But the issue is that even though they're going to be fixing this soon, right now you just can't go to the AMD website and download drivers. You actually have to get them specifically from the OEM, which in this case is Acer. Oh hi, Austin from the future here. Update. So of course, the day after we filmed that segment, well, AMD dropped that driver update.
And there you have it. So Sennheiser Adaptive does not work properly. So if I get my phone out really quickly, you can see clearly that it is actually switched on. I've got to resync it again. Actually, I'm going to show you again. So this is going to be connected to the app because they both connect. So get the 552s on. Right. Go to settings. Smart pause is on. So now I'm going to try and just play the music again, or like the video, and see if that works. So with the Sennheiser headphones, the PXC 550s and the PXC 552s, we've got a bit of a firmware issue. So Sennheiser are going to have to rectify that, but that was not just the only problem. The other problem was Alexa did not work as well. I tried to get Alexa to work from yesterday till today, and it still doesn't work. So the problem that I had with Alexa is the fact that it just did not work. It was very awkward and really hard. It was not simplified like the Jabras. The Jabras are very simple. I packed them away. I literally got them out the box and I put them on my head. The play and pause worked as you saw on camera, and then Alexa, I could press a button and it will just connect and it will just understand exactly what I'm saying. It does have 8 microphones where the Sennheiser has 3 beam microphones on there. So in the Sennheiser app feature, we've got an adaptive wind noise cancellation feature. So basically it stops wind traveling through the pass-through and it sounds really great. A thing I didn't like is it doesn't have any prompts. So when you're walking about, it doesn't tell you that if you've got it switched on in the app, adaptive noise cancellation, it doesn't tell you like if you're in like a commute area, a public area, it doesn't kind of, well, so yeah, it does actually. It works, but it doesn't prompt you that it's working. So you could be talking and doing other things with other people. Like before, I was talking to a friend and then all of a sudden it just cancelled them off with noise cancellation. So I think that needs to be looked at or just switched off. Now I would buy these headphones just for the sound, because the sound sounds decent, but there is other headphones that are slightly cheaper, and Sennheiser make a world of different headphones. But if you're buying it for the technology and you're buying it for the special codecs, aptX and AAC and different latencies and stuff like that, plus 5.0 as well as Amazon Alexa, and you just want it to be black, then go and opt for the PXC 552s. But if you're opting for or if you've got these headphones already, like the Sennheiser PXC 551s, then you might as well just keep your money, because there's no way that it's definitely worth jumping from 4.2 Bluetooth to 5.0, because there was no different latencies. If you're on Android and Windows, that is. To be honest, I wouldn't buy them. Like, they're really nice and everything like that, but I feel that Sennheiser are slacking with the styling, the aesthetics. They just look just like the first one with a dash of black. That's as simple as I can put it for aesthetics. Technology, they've added Bluetooth 5.0, but they've got 5.0 on every other product, and it's not so expensive. They even got wireless in-ear buds. I think, it's a hard one. Sony would be more on top as the technology leaders with this stuff and the styling, because Sennheiser back then was really good. It was really pushing its technology, and it always had a different update all the time. Now, I have said this in my other previous videos, for anything I've said about Sennheiser when it comes to anything to do with firmware updates, it's always been like the next day or a week or 2 weeks it has an update. A bit like the Jabras, they do that as well. But Sennheiser was just always a leading technology person. They always had firmware updates. Now it just feels like it's slacking. The styling is a little bit old school. Amazon Alexa didn't work, and also the play and pause, taking headphones on and off, did not work as well. So leave your comments down below and you let me know whether you got the 550s or you got the 552s, or the Jabra Elite 85Hs, or even the Sony's, the wireless ones that go in your ears. The ones that you all heard about, that's been going on for a while. You let me know in the comments down below what you think about them. Anyway, I'll see you next video. Sorry that this has been a long video, but anyway, I'll see you next video. Roger and out.